Welcome to No Big Gaming. We make videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today we're playing HotWheels Unleashed.
Yep.
So he's played a lot of these races.
Yep. This is a relatively new one for us. Relatively new game, actually. This has been out
it is.
about 6 months.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, this is about the best car that I have unlocked right now. So all the cars have individual stats. Some are a little better than others in different categories. This seems to be the best stats overall that I have. Because as far as vehicles, this would not be one that I would pick. It would not be one in my collection. Because we're both Hot Wheels people. My desk's relatively clean, and I have I say Hot Wheels, and then I pick up a Matchbox.
Oh, it's a Matchbox?
Hot Wheels. I do have one sitting on my desk.
But you have a lot of these.
Yes. Used to have them. Had them all around the walls and stuff.
Yeah. Grandma used to tell me that you used to go to the store and basically every time you went to the store you would get a Hot Wheel.
Yeah. I slowed down. I pretty much, since I have tubs and stuff full of them at this point, I pretty much only buy the old Cougars and stuff. Every now and then if I find a Fox-bite Mustang or a Jeep with square headlights, I buy those, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I just got launched. Man, I'm really bad at hitting these corners.
Yeah.
The drifting on this car really isn't that good.
You got to get used to it. And I found it seems to help a little bit in some of these corners if you kind of just tap the boost just coming out of some of the drifts. If you're heading towards the wall, it seems to boost you out of it. Yeah, the drifting really helps. And honestly, it makes the game a lot more fun.
I'm pretty good at Mario Kart.
Yeah, you got the drifting down in Mario Kart. I don't ever try and do that. I just go around the track normally.
Drifting, if you... The thing about Mario Kart is you try and drift as much as you can, because if you drift, when you get out of a drift, if it's long enough, depending on how long your drift is, it will give you a boost. What? That can happen?
Hold Y, hold Y, hold Y, hold Y. There you go.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh. But it was right on the last lap.
Oh!
Oh, that's like the worst place to do it. Oh.
5th place, because I don't...
Oh. Why is it taking us into a DLC thing? I wouldn't pay attention to what the button was on.
What was that, like a battle pass?
Yeah, I don't know. They want you to buy something. Let me go into...
Skyscraper?
Yeah. This is the first boss level. Go into this for a second.
There's bosses?
Yeah, I think there's 5 boss levels total.
Do you have to fight it?
It's still just a race. This one was probably one of the more difficult races just because of the stupid... See that red and they change? One thing slows you down, one thing speeds you up. That was the only thing I didn't really particularly like.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, and they change as you're going to them.
Oh, that sucks. I thought they stayed same.
Nope, they change, so they can change while you're on them. I really need to get out and there's fans there that blow you around, but most of them help you out.
There's a loop with those things?
Yeah, wait till you see. There's something that really messed me up here in this one. You'll see it here in a second. Yeah, I think this one's got a triple loop. See right there, I hit the boost to help keep me out of that wall.
Yeah. I saw the triple loop.
Whoa, where did he come from?
Let's look a different way.
Yeah,
Is there shortcuts? Use your boost. You have like so much boost.
I don't need it yet. We're only on the first lap. As they say in Fast and the Furious, too soon. Actually, I just get more, but I don't need it yet. Right here.
What do you have to do? Oh my. That is actually awesome.
Yeah, that messed me up so bad, though, because the first time I played this, I kept getting flipped on my roof, and I was like, what is going on? I couldn't figure out.
If I had no idea what this level was and I just launched off that, I would have no idea what to do.
I did in the first lap. I was like, what happened? And then I realized, I was like, oh, the track is flipping over.
This is one lap.
Yeah, this course is insane.
There needs to be a way to look behind you. Because in Mario Kart, I'm constantly looking behind me with that one button.
Most of the time, I'm paying too close attention to what's going on. I still haven't, one of the daily goals, like, challenges is, like, drift, like, 3,300 feet, 4,300 inches. I don't know, whatever it is. I haven't been able to do it. I think it's 3,300 because I think the closest I've gotten is 2,800 inches.
Mm-mm. You might be able to do it on that turn right there.
It's total for the entire race.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad.
I don't know. This track's long enough that maybe you could do it, but.
That barrel roll thing is really cool.
Yeah, I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
What are those fans really doing? Are they actually pushing you?
I believe they do, but
I don't really. I don't really feel like they have a purpose, really.
I think you're going by them so fast that.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you just like stood in front of one, maybe it would hit you. Can you like change your like profile thing? Cause like right now yours is just like flames. And I see other people's are like.
Yeah, I think I've unlocked a bunch of that stuff, like a bunch of the profile, because you can change like the background, like when you're in these race things, like all the stuff you see on the walls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can customize like all of that.
Oh, I love it. It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm not doing it too smooth either. I keep sort of. Oh!
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that totally messed up my line. I was into the wall and.
I just realized you haven't used any of your boost.
I have been.
Oh.
I've been using it to sort of. Yeah.
That's smart.
I just keep earning it back.
Yeah.
As I'm.
Are these bots or are these players?
They're bots. We're just playing offline right now.
Can you play online?
Yeah. They're not charging you for that functionality yet. Yeah, I figure we both try race, and then maybe we'll try the split screen functionality. We'll try race each other, see what happens.
Oh my gosh, there's still one lap after this.
Yeah, you know what? I wish it showed you your lap times for each lap. Like, after I haven't gone this way yet. Like, after we did, like, lap 1 and 2, like, I wished it showed me those times, because I don't know what times I got on those two laps.
There's a smiley face. Dream.
Where'd you see that?
There's a smiley face in the corner.
Oh.
Green smiley face. Whoa, this is different.
Yeah, I went a different way this time, because I was like, you know what?
Can you actually, like, fly off the track?
Yes. Remember? Because you did it in your... And I was like, hold down Y.
Well, I didn't know what to do then.
You know what? That way would have been smooth. Would have been faster because that.
You're still in first, and I don't see anyone in sight. Like, I haven't seen anyone in the whole game.
Oh boy. I'm totally off there. Oh, I'm out of boost. Totally wasted all that, didn't I?
Oh, that was not smooth. Oh, you have no boost. How do you not have any boost?
Oh boy. Because I used it. You're sitting here saying I never use it. I do use it.
You just gain more as you use your boost. That doesn't make sense.
I think there's things that you can drive over to gain you more boost, and then drifting. There's all sorts of things that earn you more boost.
Those blue things gain you boost. At least that's what I'm assuming. Do a barrel roll.
Nah, I don't need to race that. It's the last lap.
I know, but if there's another jump, do a barrel roll.
Oh boy. Was it Peppy from Star Fox? It's like do a barrel roll.
They warn you if like they're gonna turn red.
So which way is it? Because I know they start flashing when they're going to change, but so far I haven't figured out how.
You see it? Like that one in the middle is it's gonna turn red. Because if it's flashing red, it's gonna turn red. If it's flashing green and it's red, it's gonna turn green.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't figure out how to. Okay, there I had 3,400 inches of drift time. Does that qualify me for? I don't know. Apparently that doesn't pop up for maybe the boss thing. Maybe that doesn't count.
You're 22.5% done with this game.
Yeah, not very much. Oh, I was starting to wonder if that controller was going to turn. No. Split screen. That's fine. Hit a button. There we go. Okay.
Can I choose my car?
Hit ready. Start. There we go.
Is this the one that goes the fastest?
No. So you got speed at the top. You got
this one goes really fast.
It's quickest and it has the best handling. So speed will be the fastest. That top one, that means it's the fastest, but then it's worse in other categories.
I'm gonna use this one just to try it.
Okay.
Wow.
What do you think?
What's 6?
What? We have to buy tracks too?
What?
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh. What?
Oh, Hot Wheels, really?
Okay,
well, I kind of want to play this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've already earned that enough money to buy a multiplayer track.
Oh my gosh. That's so stupid. Oh, this level actually looks really cool.
This is what I was talking about. You can customize all this stuff on the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
So I did not like that. So to unlock this track, I had earned those coins in the game.
Was that you right behind me?
I don't know where I am.
I don't know.
Generally, we do start at the back of the pack. You do start and yeah, I just crashed into you.
Oh.
Just bumped you a little bit.
I'm in last place. Oh my gosh, the drifting on this one sucks. I definitely should not have chose this car.
Do your controls feel a little laggy all of a sudden?
Yes.
Yeah, my controls feel really laggy. Okay, and just so everyone knows, there's no excuse for these controls or this game to be running laggy. We are playing on a 12.9, like an i9, a new 12900K and a RTX 3800. I mean,
oh my gosh, we're doing trash.
If my computer can't run this game, there's a problem.
What is happening? I went too slow.
Yeah, I missed one too, and then had to respawn.
Bro, this car sucks. And split screen also sucks as well because I can't see what's happening.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
oh my god.
There's this weird delay in the inputs all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, I got denied by that Cobra mouth thing. This is taking some getting used to. It's really hard to describe. All of a sudden, like, the inputs are not lining up.
Oh, I'm so far behind you.
And this is not like it is. It's not the same delay that there is like when we play over the Steam Link. Because like when we play out in the living room, there's a little bit of delay, but it's barely noticeable. This is really weird.
We're not even on lap 2 yet. Oh, you're on lap 2.
Yeah, I'm on lap 2.
I'm not. That's exactly what I did last time. I mean, I'm doing garbage.
Even the... I don't know, even the modder seems like it's... None of it seems to be refreshing. Like, it seems like it's running slow even, you know?
I'm doing awful. I hate this car. Never use this car. It goes fast, but the handling on it sucks. You cannot control it.
I didn't
Drifting
look at the
sucks.
stats for the handling. I just know there was a reason I wasn't using it, because I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. But I was like, yeah, I'm not using that. There was a reason
It's
I'm
because
using this tacky Cadillac.
It's because it has 1 bar of handling.
Oh, well, yeah, what do you expect? It's going to be bad at handling then.
I fell on the loop. Wrong way, great. Oh my gosh. Are you seeing what's happening on my screen?
I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm having a hard enough time.
I just did like a 360 or something. Doing
this. There we go.
This is so hard. You're on lap 3? I'm not even lap 3. We're gonna be here all day because I can't get past like this dumb track. This car is awful. Oh my gosh, I'm literally going to the side and it's not going. Look at my screen, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Why? Oh. You can always respawn if you have to. Oh, are you serious? No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You're in position 2? Oh my gosh.
Back in 1 now.
Wait, is your car like scratched up now?
You know what? I didn't notice that, but yes, it is.
Oh, so when you fall, your car gets like scratched up.
I had never noticed that was happening. That is actually kind of cool.
Oh my gosh. I think I fell off. Okay.
So apparently, I had never crashed the car enough to get damaged.
Okay. Someone that's watching this, if you have enough patience to count how many times I fell off the track, that would mean a lot. That would mean a ton. If you could take the patience and count how many times I have fallen off the track.
Oh. Don't mind my gold trophy over here.
I'm not even halfway through lap 3.
That was still, it was wild. I don't know.
This car sucks.
I think they have some optimizing to do in the split screen mode. What was happening? Oh, because you were upside down, so you were floating down or towards the floor.
Oh yeah.
I was like, your car is floating up.
What just happened?
You were in the snake's mouth and you were going backwards.
Wait, I was.
That was what that big red sign meant.
Oh, I thought that meant that I took too long and I was like taking too long to finish the race.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What are you doing?
I don't.
Oh.
There's still a guy that hasn't beaten it. He's with me.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Wait, can I get 11th? I just saw that guy.
If he's... Well, yeah, I guess he'd have to be on the same lap as you. Those snakehead things were messing me up. I kept trying to slow down. So far, I think all the levels I've come across where those are in, you start out of them, but you never have to go back through them. That or they're not closing or something.
Oh, I can get 11th. I can get 11th. No, I can't.
That's the finish line.
Yay! Last place.
Oh, boy. Okay, so,
Is there a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle car?
yeah, there's a whole series of the Turtles cars in here. So do a quick review on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
So, review. For
Yep.
Hot Wheels Unleashed. Okay, so, first off, controls.
Yep.
They're pretty basic controls. Basically just the drift button, which is you're playing on the controller. It's the, trigger. Or can it be either triggers?
You can remap them. I mean, it's just regular gas and brake. You just hit the brake to
Drift.
Start a drift, and you slide around. It's real responsive.
And then the boost button.
We did have that problem in split screen where once we were playing multiplayer locally, it seems like it needs some optimization. Because, like I said, we're playing on a pretty high-end computer. There was no reason it should have been laggy.
Yeah, which is going on down to the multiplayer category.
Yeah.
The
but
split screen.
Still talking about controls.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, in single player everything is fine and responsive, so I don't know what was going on in multiplayer. But
yeah, I don't know.
Gameplay.
It's a fun game. It's a very fun game.
Yeah.
The races are really cool.
Yeah.
Like if you go down to the bottom of the map where like the Batman races are. Like the Batman races, those are cool. But once again, that's
another topic. We'll cover that here in a little bit.
Yeah.
After that, we'll get to that.
Yeah, but it's a fun game. There's a lot of
little bit of variety.
There's a lot of races. Like 22. You're only 22% done.
Yeah. So, and I didn't cover any of. So there's the normal races, and then there's like this one here that I'm on right now. Like there's these time attack ones where you have to try and beat times. It's just you. So you're just racing against the clock, things like that. So there's a little bit of a mixture on here.
Okay, but I have a question. You might not know this, but does the Batman like levels, do those go into the percentage? Oh, no, they don't, because 0%.
Yeah, okay, so they're a separate part. Yeah. Which I'm assuming like the SpongeBob ones and all that, too, are a separate thing as well.
Like the Batman.
So.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least they kept that separate.
Yeah, so replay value.
I would guess you're just going to have to keep buying the DLCs to want to keep playing, because you're going to play all these races and beat them, and then it's going to come down to multiplayer. I mean, it is a pretty fun game. I guess the same reason you'd keep playing a racing game. But I don't know. I'm not one to keep grinding at a game forever, I guess. Once I beat it, it's done. It's not... I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I mean, this game is one where, like, I feel like there's a lot of sections, but a lot of those are also...
Perhaps with the community-made maps and being able to make your own maps, that might bring you back to this.
Can you make your own, like, what if there's, like, something that, like, there might not be in the game? Do you want to be in the game? Can you, like, make your own, like, item? Or, like, something, like, thing? Like, what if, like, there's Mario Kart on Hot Wheels. What if you what if you want to make, like a bullet bill, or, like, a, chain chomp, or, like...
That I don't know at the moment. At the moment, they're selling items as DLC, so there's items that you can buy to add to your tracks. But I would say that's probably a reason alone that they don't want people being able to make their own items, just so they can sell you items.
Yeah, which brings us down to probably the worst part about this game.
The price. So this is like a lot of modern games where they have several different versions. There are 3 versions, which the base version's $50.
Yes.
Then there's a middle version. I forget what it was, but the most expensive version is $90. The $90 version comes with, I think, 2 of the add-on packs that couple the DLC stuff.
On the DLC, there's a... Okay, so this game has been out for 6 months. This game has $124 worth of DLC.
I think that tells you where they expect to make their money. This is definitely a money-grabbing game.
Like when we were saying about the Batman levels and the SpongeBob levels, these cars, like that, this car right on the screen, that's DLC.
Yeah, well, and they're advertising SpongeBob and stuff on the screen, which, okay, I don't have too much of a problem with that. So if we go into this race, like into our garage, like if you go select a race and you have to pick your car. Mm-hmm. So if you buy this for your kid, the first thing they're going to see is it shows you every DLC car that you can't select. So your kid is...
Like Sandy's car, for example, or Mr. Krabs's.
Yeah, so your kid's going to see all these cars that they can't play.
And they're gonna be like, why can't I have these?
Some of these cars cost more than the
actual Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
In real life, like just a normal Hot Wheel car.
And then on top of that, like this is the level you start out at, and then right next to it, it shows you levels that you also have to buy.
Yeah. Was that like there just like originally?
Yep. So you start out right next to levels that you can't play.
So
the first secret level I come to, like I unlocked right away, requires a DLC car. And at first I was like, you gotta be kidding. So I immediately Googled to find out if this car can even be unlocked. And you can, but you pretty much have to beat the entire game because you have to beat all the bosses to unlock this car. So people are going to see this very first secret level and be like, oh, I have to buy this car to even play it.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong, this is a fun game. I enjoy playing it. But the DLC is definitely one of the biggest cons of this game.
I'm also a little concerned, and I think it's something to watch out for, is we've had several publishers that release games initially without loot boxes, or have loot boxes that don't cost anything initially and for like the first 6 months or so they can get a bunch of positive reviews.
Like, go to one of the loot boxes.
Yeah, and they do it initially so they can get positive reviews and then start charging for them afterwards. So the negative reviews don't matter because people have already bought the game. So I was showing him this. So when you unlock a car, you get what's called a blind box. So tell me this doesn't look like a loot box. Here's what you get when you unlock a car.
Okay, yeah. Now I had one idea about this. They should replace this like piece of plastic box with a Hot Wheels car package and like a package, like a mystery
Should look
thing.
like the Hot Wheels like you buy in the store.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure they thought this was going to add excitement. Now, I've unlocked several cars out of, like, there's supposed to be a little over 100 vehicles, I think is what I've read.
And you have duplicates of almost every car you have.
I have plenty of duplicates. And you can sell your duplicates, however, you don't get enough to unlock another car. So just so you could get the experience, because I have enough coins up there in the corner that I've earned from races, let's buy one and open this up and tell me this whole experience doesn't reek of loot boxes. So right here in our video, what do you think the odds are I'll get a duplicate, or you think I'll get something new?
You'll get a duplicate. Also, you're about to buy 2.
Oh my gosh, I definitely don't want to. That was way too easy to do.
What did you do?
Oh, I hit the joystick.
Oh.
Okay, I bought one.
Open. See what you get. That is a duplicate.
I have 3 of those now. I just wasted that.
No,
That is too perfect. You cannot tell me. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my garage. That is hilarious that happened on camera. Collection. I'm going over.
High voltage.
High
Go
voltage.
To high voltage. High voltage.
So, anyone want to tell me that that it's completely random? Out of 100-some vehicles, you get random selection, or they're not trying to persuade you to buy DLC? Because
And just look at his other cars. He has duplicates of almost.
Duplicates of that.
Duplicates of that.
Those are DLC that they want you to buy, and you can filter vehicles. So if I filter vehicles by obtained, it actually does only show my cars. However, that setting does not save. As soon as you go back in here, all your DLC, it's still there. It shows you the DLC again to make sure you're being marketed to, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, for one, just look at this. How does that car have max handling?
I think it's a driver. So, I don't know. My overall take on this
It's a fun game, but
the gameplay is excellent. It's one I'm very hesitant. It's being marred by these practices in this DLC stuff. So, and it's one that we're gonna have to watch, I think, how this progresses over the next few months to see what they do. Because it's kind of a shame that they baked all this in.
I really don't know what to rate this one. I would give it 2 ratings. Gameplay, I would give it a 3.75.
Yeah, gameplay it's super
but
fun.
But for price and DLC, I would give it like a 3 or a 2.
Yeah, the price even I don't mind so much because it's a new game, so it's going to be higher. And like I said, the gameplay is so fun, but
But in 6
All
months,
this
and you have $124 worth of DLC. It's just a bit much.
Yeah, and like I said, some of the stuff is just sketchy. Yeah, it bothers me the way they've got this laid out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A game like that Lego game, like that Lego Avengers game, aren't there like packs of like Lego like characters you can get?
They added characters and levels to some of the Lego games, but it's not like none of those games I felt were like this. This I feel is very blatant.
Yeah.
This is very cringeworthy the way this is laid out.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with the way they have this.
Yeah. So
done.
gameplay, excellent. 3.75.
The rest of the marketing stuff, not so much.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
So, leave suggestions for any games you would like us to play in the comments below. And until next time.
Till next time.